this is a public service announcement. Before we begin, you should know that if there is someone in the comment section with the same name as you, they are probably either you from the future or an alternate dimension. You can do with that information whatever you want. I recently heard that there are two kinds of people. People who talk about things and people who make things. Now, I don't necessarily believe this is true. You know, doing one can improve the other, and I know a few people that are pretty darn good at both. However, I personally feel like I sacrificed the chance to make things in favor of talking about others. So this video was going to be me talking about what I'm making, but instead it's going to be me making something and talking about something else. Remember a few videos ago when I asked you for drawing suggestions? Well, after trying to do some of them justice, I realized that I shouldn't be allowed to hold a pencil anymore. But my need to doodle is still pretty strong, so I have one of these and I have one of these, and we're just gonna see where this goes. I have been caught up a little bit in my own head over the past few weeks. And I think in this case, being caught up in your own head is just an extension of being caught up in your own house. So going out last week was exactly what I needed to help me feel good. And going out to meet a bunch of friends who all make stuff on YouTube is exactly what I needed to feel great. The always lovely Fran invited me to a group chat on Twitter for a bunch of YouTubers who I knew of but didn't fully know. And then she invited me to a gathering with a bunch of YouTubers who I knew of but didn't fully know, so we could all, well, fully know each other. Apparently that's how that works. So if you've been here long enough, you know the drill. Train to London. One of these days I'm going to have an interesting story that doesn't involve me going to London, but that would suggest that anything of interest happens down where I live. This is the most interesting thing to happen to me this week. Okay, that is actually pretty awesome, but my point still stands. Anyway, train to London and then tubes through London. And I know that I don't live in London because I actually really enjoy the tube. Everyone's just sitting there, or not me though, I'm on the tube. There's something about being underground that makes me feel really sneaky, like I'm in a place that I know I shouldn't be. There's people on the surface unaware that we're shuttling underneath them. Well, they are aware. I mean, the London Underground's not a secret. So after getting to the station where I was meant to be, I proceeded to walk straight past the people who I was trying to meet. Top notch, Sam, top notch. And now we're faced with that classic moment. No, not that one. I mean the first impression. Because I never know how a first impression's going to go. Oh, you're Sam. I thought you'd be taller. I thought you'd be shorter. I thought you didn't have feet. We never see them in your videos. Okay, well that's actually fair enough, I guess. But of course, you can guess, everyone was really friendly. And no one asked about my feet, which I have, and they exist. Shut up, I don't want to hear about it again. There's something really cool about hanging out with like-minded people like that. I asked if I was very different to who I am on video, and people said no. I live this, I commit to this, someone has to. Fran said she actually expected me to be shyer, which was really cool because I usually am. I reached a level of comfort which I usually only have with friends that I've known for about, you know, a year or two. I kept waiting for that collective awkwardness that comes from meeting so many new people, or that feeling of being an outsider. But it didn't happen. Instead, we talked about YouTube and film and music and all the stuff that the young people do. Apparently young people do this. Cool. Also, if you have shy eyes, I would look away now, because Ant brought a little picture to the gathering, and it's maybe the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
Oh God. Oh God.
I don't know what that was, Ant, but it wasn't art. That's not art, Ant. That's not how that art works. Apparently he's called Duke Horsepower, and he will be galloping through my nightmares. How does his spine hold the weight of a horse's head? But theirs is, like, you get it. All devilish horse people aside, my day out did actually leave me feeling not necessarily inspired, but certainly reassured. When I made my video on making stuff on here, I said, I make this for us. You know, it's a definitive statement, and it's one that I'm really proud to say. But I do get scared sometimes that I'm doing this wrong. I think everyone on here does. Seeing a bunch of people who are all doing this, and who all seem to be doing this for the same reasons, you know, it really made me feel less alone as a creator. It also got me extremely hyped for Summer in the City, which I will be attending all 3 days, for anyone wondering. So if you're there, please come and say hi. Just avoid direct eye contact with me, because I may take it as a challenge and try and bite you. YouTube people, you know, we're primal creatures. Nothing but like pure instinct and rage, but also like selfies and Twitter. For now though, I'm back at home just trying to find ways to pass the time, which is really dumb because I know that there's so much going on, I just need to be like immersing myself in it. But in the meantime, what have you been doing this summer, and what do you plan to be doing this summer? Please leave me a comment, you know, wherever we can find those. I am Sam, that was some stuff, and oh, my drawing's finished. I will see you guys next time.
You can sniff it if you want to, I guess. I mean, it's a judgment-free zone. You can sniff away.